Hey guys, this is DemiTube. Welcome back to another custom doll video. Now, before anything, I just want to go out and say I'm sorry for my weird voice and my weird way of pronouncing words recently. I just got part of my braces in and I'm still not very used to talking with them. It's really hard for me to say things with like a hard C sound or a K sound. Yeah, there we go. So, I apologize. So anyway, the doll that I will be working on today is the female version of Cyrus, the boss of Team Galactic. I'm just going to be continuing my Pokemon boss series. This is going to be interesting because I'm going to be combining a bunch of different dolls to do this. Not too much of a reason why I'm doing this, it's just what I have available at the moment. I have these two Apple White dolls. I just purchased this one, to make Ghetsis, but the seller accidentally sent me this one, who has a missing hand and a chewed up leg. And she accidentally sent me this one, and then she decided to send me the correct one for free. So now I have two apples. And I also have this doll, which is my custom Jill Cypher doll. She's like an OC. Anyway, I made her on a courtly jester, which means she has the Wonderlandian body type, which also means that she's shorter than everybody. If you follow me on Instagram and you've read my sort of creator's notes for everything that I've been doing about these dolls, you will know that I wanted to make Cyrus, or well, her female name is Kyra, but I wanted to make her shorter than everybody else, similar to Maxie. So I decided to sort of sacrifice this doll because I don't really like her. She's a very early custom and her face is not very good anyway. So I decided I'm just going to sacrifice this doll and maybe remake her in the future and use one of my Apple White's heads as Kyra's head because she's supposed to be paler than Maxie. And as you know, Courtly Jester does have gloved hands and Jill has gloved hands as well, so I just used those. But I switched them out for my Dragon Games Raven doll. Hold on, I need to go get her. I switched those hands out for my Dragon Games Raven doll because I thought Dragon Games should have gloves. You know, it just seems like common sense to me. So, in that way, her hands will match, well, at least somewhat match Apple's skin tone a little better than, well, Jill's skin tone. And yeah, because I will be changing her face and literally all of her body is going to be covered with her outfit, the skin tone difference isn't going to be too bad. So anyway, my job is to decide which of the apples heads to use, and I want Ghetsis to have this really, really clean sort of look to her, and I want her to just appear extremely regal and powerful. And so I just thought I could achieve that look a lot better with this cleaner apple's face. And Kyra, on the other hand, just needs to look like she hates everyone, she hates everything, and also wants to die at the same time. So I think I won't mind the staining on her face. I think I can work with that. So I think I'll use this apple's head, and this is the one with the good body. So I'm going to have to do a head swap for Ghetsis again. But anyway, I'm just going to be using her head on her body. And don't worry, I will be saving this head to work on it in the future. I do have a custom in mind that will need this face mold. So anyway, enough rambling, let's get that done. I'm just going to cut off all of her head as well so I can remove all the stubble and the factory paint before I put the head on this body. So I've now successfully removed the head from both dolls, and I'm going to just leave this one headless because I'm going to have to attach a different head to it anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to leave this one. As for the head, I'm just gonna go in and remove all the stubble and remove the factory paint on her face and her scalp. On second thought, I'm just gonna leave the paint on the scalp. It's not too bad. Also, can I just make an observation? This is first wave apple, but the hair plugs are so dense. I guess Ever After High started becoming cheap before people even realized it. That's just kind of sad. Alright, so now that I've sprayed her face with Mr. Super Clear, I'm gonna start giving her a new face. Okay, so I don't know if the camera catches it, but I got some bubbles in her sealant, but honestly, it doesn't look too bad. Focus, camera. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, so I'm not going to be redoing this. Here I have a wig cap already prepared for her, and I gotta say, this is probably one of the best ones I've ever made. Here I have some light blue wefts. They kind of show up as sort of light gray, almost white under this light, but I assure you it is light blue, and I'm just going to be using this to make her hair.
Right, so here's how it looks now, and the headband was like sort of a last minute choice, but I thought it would sort of create that all brushed back look a lot better than without it, so I decided to add it using the same fabric that I've been using for the rest of her outfit so it doesn't look out of place, and I think that looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it and set it. As for her shoes, I had started painting them before I started filming, which I apologize for, but these are LED shoes from Monster High, the Boo York line, and they were originally just clear blue, but I'm painting on a base color of white, and I've also masked off just a few millimeters on the bottom so that the clear blue can kind of show through. So here are the finished shoes. They are now painted completely white except for the crystals at the back and the bottom and a few millimeters around the bottom. I painted all the lines and the studs silver. I dry brushed the crystals and the bottom as well as the stripes and some parts of the shoe silver as well. And because there is the Monster High logo sort of skull shape at the front, though it's not too visible, I decided to glue on this sort of nail art pearl, and I dry brushed that silver as well. And these are her completed shoes. Alright, now here is her outfit. This is sort of an overcoat slash lab coat that I made, and here's the same fabric that I used for her headband as well as on the elbow parts. And I'm actually quite proud of how this came out. And here's the inner dress part. It's in two pieces. I have a top, which is pretty much the exact same pattern that I used to make Giovanni's top, except for there's no stitch in the front part. And here's the skirt. This is the exact same pattern that I used for both Maxine and Giovanni, only slightly shorter and no slit down the side. Here's the pair of tights that I made. These are actually made from a pair of human tights that I can't wear anymore. And here's the belt that's supposed to hide the seam between these two pieces so that it looks like one dress. And then here's this sort of turtleneck part that's supposed to go around her neck. It just kind of fastens in the back with a button to sort of give the illusion that she is wearing a high neck something underneath her dress. And here are the shoes that I painted earlier. So now that we have everything, I think it's time to put her together. And with that, she is done. Something tells me that she's not going to be as well received as all my other customs. But then again, that was the case for Team Galactic in general, so whatever. I think that's just how things are going to be. I personally really like how she turned out. Especially her outfit. It was extremely painful to make. But it was worth it because it looks amazing. Especially her shoes. Like, yeah, those were really painful to make. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.